6 days out from the tactical games. So this is a quick training update. The last 2 days I've really just been doing some lifting and high rep, low weight type workouts. Not doing any running because of my leg, but it is starting to feel better. I don't know if I'll do any running this week, probably not, but maybe I'll do 1 or 2 runs before the games. But probably mostly just hitting weights or doing some like high intensity type cardio stuff. But anyways, importantly, today I went and I tested the Zero on my rifle. I hadn't zeroed my optics since I put it on there, and that was probably 2 years ago. And I mean, it's generally been pretty good, but the last time I went out shooting with that group, like a month and a half, 2 months ago, I felt like, so I keep it zeroed at 50 so that it's a 50 and 200 yard zero. And last time I went out, I think we were probably shooting at about 120, and I felt like I was having to aim lower than I should have had to aim to get hits on steel. And I was talking to a few of the other guys about where their point of aim was with similar zeros, and it seemed like I was having to aim a few inches lower. So I wanted to check out and see if maybe my optics gotten bumped a little bit over the 2 years that I've been training with it, and caused any issues. And I did end up making some adjustments. I brought it down about 3/4 of an inch at 50 yards. And so I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm training with that group again tomorrow, and interested to see how the rifle is, and where I'm having to hold at 120 yards or so, the distance that we're normally shooting at. So excited to see that, but I'll show my target here from shooting today. All right, so this is my target. Upside down. So my first 3 shots at 50 yards, there's 2 right there, and then there's this one right below. Just use my right hand. And this one right below. So those 2 and this one, that was my first one. So basically right about an inch high at 50 yards. So then I moved it down 4 clicks and didn't shoot a great grouping on the next one. I had this one, and then one of these 2, I can't remember. So I just took a minute, kind of reset things, and then shot another group, and I had this one, and this one. So it seems like it's a little bit low. I don't know. I ended up moving it up 1 click just to see. And then I wanted to see how I was at 100 yards. This was 50, which translates to a 200 yard zero. So I wanted to see how it was at 100 yards. And so I went back to 100, and this was at an indoor range as well. So, no issues with wind or anything like that. And I had these 3 shots, which kind of interesting that they're all a little left. Nothing else seemed to be left, so I didn't make any adjustments based off of that. Moving out to 100, I'm not shooting like a super high power optic, so it easily could have just been that I was holding slightly left on a couple of the shots. Maybe these 2 I was holding slightly left, and then this one was dead center almost. So anyways, I'm about 2 inches high at 100 yards. So that gives me a good idea of what my hold should be when I shoot tomorrow. So the last thing I'll say, always make sure you zero an optic or a weapon whenever you buy it or put a new one on your weapon, because I've seen people come out to train with the group that I go with, and people come out and not have an optic zeroed, and they're shooting 3 feet right, or something like that. And then somebody asks them, oh, like, when did you zero it? And they're like, well, I just installed it yesterday and I haven't zeroed it. It's like, well, no shit. So I don't know, it seems like it should just be common practice. I never do anything with my weapons unless I've zeroed them first. So if I buy something new, rearrange something, take something off, put it back on, I'm not going to go out and do anything with it until it's been properly zeroed, so I know that where things are going to be traveling when they exit the tool. So anyways, always try to be careful with what words I use here, because this isn't really a page or a channel for that kind of stuff, and it's really more fitness. And I know that YouTube doesn't doesn't like that stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm rambling now, but I would just say importance of zeroing everything, and you know, getting time behind as well, and then obviously fitness. So that's, you know, I've been focusing on fitness the last couple months, and then also dry firing now. Just wanted to make sure that zero was good, and it seems to be. So I'll probably make a video tomorrow and update you after I see how things run with the group tomorrow.